Well, welcome to the video. This is a video that I'm not exactly excited about doing. I just did a video about the mistakes, the things my nephew did right and wrong yesterday. And then today, a lot of my bad trading habits came to a head. My psychological challenges with my trading. And the market knocked me out. And it knocked me out. I let it knock me out. I actually jumped in front of the punch multiple times. So I ended the day with negative 39,977.30 on the day. There was at one point in time, well, I'll do a quick recap here. Now, what I'll share, this is my raw thinking. I will recap this here, but let's talk about, well, let me first start with what's going to happen from here, okay? The market knocked me out. I accept the knockout. Some of my negative trading habits all came to a head, and it was represented in my trading today, but I will get my revenge on the market. I will punish the market tomorrow. And I get treatment on Monday, so I get chemo treatment. I'm going to punish the market on Monday. Tuesday, it's going to beg me to actually relent. And then Wednesday, I might actually just destroy the market, that it will shut down. So I know that that is probably aggressive. It sounds arrogant. But that's the way that I kind of think about it. I know you're not supposed to get emotional about trading. I'm not really super emotional, but really this is, you got a little feel for how I trade off stream. I talk to the market, I get in the zone, and usually when I'm in the zone, I'm doing well. Today, and let's talk about today a little bit. Okay, let's talk about a couple points today that I want to highlight. Number one, the one that sticks out for me is that one trade that I stayed in, that I was on the wrong side of the market, and that there was multiple signals that I was ignoring. Multiple signals that I was ignoring, and I stayed in that trade. And I continued to stay in the trade. And then I even had an opportunity for a relatively small loss, and I stayed in it. That is rookie level trading behavior. That is, and I'm going to swear here, so I don't swear often. That was bitch level behavior. I'm not a bitch trader, but I actually acted like a bitch. So I know for those that don't swear, hey, look, sometimes I swear. Especially, I held myself to a higher standard than that. The other time that I knew that I was emotionally trading, which is very rare for me, is I was in a 70 lot position and I reversed it 3 times. And what even hurts even more is that I was right on the direction, but I didn't have the conviction. And the fact that I reversed it 3 times means that I was emotionally trading, means that I wasn't trading with conviction. Number one, you don't do that anyways. But for a 70 lot position, reversing it 3 times, that's just asinine. So that means that I would, and when I reversed it the last time, I was on the wrong side of the trade, and then I recognized it and I got on the right side of the trade. That is just rookie level behavior. That's unacceptable. So I'm very upset with myself, but once again, and I shared this in Discord, there will not be another today tomorrow. I will not allow it to happen. It will not happen. This is kind of the first negative P&L day I've had in over 2.5, 3 years. I don't even know what the exact date is. I can look it up. I don't care. Let me share some of the highlights. I will share my raw journal. This is my raw emotional feelings and everything else. Yes, I do have an unhelpful amount of arrogance in my trading. I've allowed it to happen. I've allowed it to seep in. I believe that you do need to be arrogant a little bit to trade, but I have a helpful amount of arrogance in my trading. And that comes through with the next thing, which is I'm not trading my system. I developed a system that's awesome. I developed a system that actually I go back and look at the day-to-day, and I would have been so friggin' on the right side of P&L if I would have just traded the system. But no, I need a challenge. And this is the problem. I need a challenge, and trading isn't the vehicle for my challenge. I need to find another vehicle for my challenge, because the system, if I would just trade the system, it's almost on easy mode. And it's not easy, but it's on easy mode for me. So I fade a lot because I need a challenge. Well, that's not the right, I need to find another outlet for my challenge. Because what is the purpose of trading? To pull capital from the market. That's the whole purpose of trading. It's not to have a challenge. It's not to get up to every day and be challenged. It's to pull capital from the market. I did not succeed at that today. I utterly failed at that today. The market took capital from me. That's unacceptable. I will make it pay. So don't worry, I'll make it pay. I mean, I don't know. You'll find out over the next week or so whether or not I'm going to make it pay. Maybe I'll just completely, utterly fail and blow my accounts, all of my accounts. I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe that I'll be on track tomorrow. But how that's going to happen is I don't fight my own system. I don't fight the chart. There was multiple times today I was arguing with the chart like an idiot. Multiple times today I was not trading my system like an idiot. I fell into this. Once again, I know that this has been a problem for me the last year and a half, this fading, constantly fading. And I realize what it is. It's because I need a challenge. I'm utterly bored when I'm trading live stream. That's not an excuse. It's not acceptable. So I need to, that's not going to happen anymore. I can't allow it to happen. I have enough self-control and self-discipline that I've allowed it to get this far, and now it's bit me. All right. The other thing I will share is that I've been on the fence about the mission statement of what I do here at Rex Dog Trading. I've been on the fence. My nephew's reinvigorated some of my passion about this, but up until recently, I've been on the fence about what do I do with this. I put way too much time into the group, into the training, and everything else.
Order
from
filled.
An ROI perspective of what I make from it. Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing my honest where I'm emotionally, and this emotionally is affecting my trading. I will create a mission statement tonight for Rex Dog Trading, and that will be the mission statement going forward. It will be, I'm not going away. I'm not going to ghost the community like I did before. That will be what it will be going forward. I said, I've shared here, my purpose here is to create elite traders. That's been my measure of success. But the problem is as of late, the last couple months, I haven't, the satisfaction I used to get out of having this group, being a trainer, hasn't been there until my nephew came into the picture. Now it's back there. But it still needs to be, because I'm always going to put more time and effort in this group and supporting people that become members than the capital that they pay or what I get back. I just know, because that's the type of person I am, and that's where I'm at. That's my focus. So I need to be okay that I'm okay with what I get back and not expect to get anything back. Just be okay that I'm doing this, and the karma that I get from it is gonna, I don't even look at it this way, but that I just need to be okay with what I'm doing, and I'm not okay with it. That's psychologically affecting my trading. Because I'll share this. When I live stream, it's the biggest hit to my P&L because I'm not trading my style and I'm not trading my system, and I go off in tangents and I teach stuff and I miss trades and I'm just not focused. And then today, even when I did get focused, I was already trading bad. I was already in an emotional state. It's a whole different thing for today. But if I trade my normal style, my normal system, I'm out doing other things. I'm writing. I'm working on training. Sometimes I even play a mobile game when I play World of Warships sometimes when I'm waiting for trades, even on 3 different charts. Because, look, watching charts at my level is boring as heck because I don't need to. The system tells me where I need to wait for a trade. I get put into a trade at one lot. The chart tells me I need to pay attention, and then I scale up. That's what I do. So this is I'm just sharing my emotional state, why that's factoring into my trading, and why this is because, look, I'll be completely upfront. I got terminal cancer. I feel like I'm going to live another 10 years. Who knows? But I'm taking the treatment. I feel well. I still feel pain every day, but it's all manageable. But treatments, I'm responding to treatment. But for me, it's still in the back of my mind that any time I spend outside of my passions or with my family or what I love is wasted time. So when I stream, that's the biggest hit to my P&L. And then I think, okay, well, what the hell am I doing this for? Why am I even streaming? There's a need for me to obviously do it. And I don't know if it's to flex out there. I don't know if it's to prove I can trade. I don't know what it is because I haven't really thought that deeply about it. By the way, I am trading right now. So we're working on getting it back right now. So just so you know, I'm working right now on getting it back. So I'm trading overnight. I mean, I'm not going to, there's other things we're working on here. So I'm working on kind of bringing this back here tonight. Had a little bit of a rough kind of go at it initially. But it looks like we're going to be up, at least, well, right now we're up, what, $1,200. So I'm working on getting it back right now. So I'm already in the zone, trading the market, trading the overnight session, working on getting that, whittling that back down, and working on punishing the market. So look, I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but no, that's the way I think about it. So say whatever you want. And actually, here's the thing. If over the next week or two, I win, I get back this loss, can you argue with my thinking for me as a trader? I would ask you that. I mean, I'm trying to... See, that's the other thing. I think the other thing I need to do I kind of feel this need almost sometimes to defend myself. And I think that that's a psychological problem. So I think I need... But I'm trying not to be arrogant. And that's the problem. I'm trying not to come off as arrogant. So I'm in this little weird dichotomy where I'm trying not to come off as arrogant, but then I come off defending myself, and then I sound like a little whiny little person because I'm defending myself, because it doesn't sound like I'm really coming from an authentic place. So like that's the other challenge is like, okay, I got to find that medium where I can kind of have this little arrogant attitude, but I'm not too arrogant where it's not false bravado, but it's not arrogance. I just need to come up from the perspective where I'm completely true to the perception that I want to put out there in the market. I'm not saying that I'm acting. What I'm saying is that I'm very cognizant of the things I do and say and how it affects new traders, because I have empathy for someone that is in the situation that I was in, which is like they hated, I could never get a job. So I always was an entrepreneur. But they didn't like the way they were making money, and they thought trading was the truest form of getting capital. It's just you against the market. And it's really the truest form of speculation. And you love it. And you want it to be a vehicle for you to change your life or wealth building. I have empathy for that me back in 2015 that looked at a chart and said, I don't know, I don't understand this. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to read this thing. This thing is confusing as heck. And I'm relatively smart. I'm not the smartest guy in the block, but I'm somewhat intelligent. I was like, geez, I can teach myself to code, but I can't even read a chart. Couldn't read a chart for like 3 days straight. It took me a while just to understand the concept of open and close and green candles. I was like, I must be really dumb. So, look, I have empathy for that person I was and the journey that I went, the pain. Like I shared before, the lowest I ever got, I picked up a monitor and I threw it against the wall. That wasn't a day like today because I didn't blow up the account. But literally that was the lowest I was. Is that basically I blew up my third account, picked up a monitor and threw it against the wall. I'm not happy about it. I'm not proud of it. I cringe just thinking about it. And it was a pain to clean up, everything else. But from that day forward, when I took that drive with my little dog and we went to a little city in a park, I looked at him, I said, am I going to be an elite trader? Am I going to be a successful trader? And I said, yes, it's a foregone conclusion. I put in the work necessary and I made it happen. I have empathy for the person in a similar state. So I'm very careful about what I portray and what I put out there publicly and how I portray trading and how I portray what I do. I know that I'm kind of in this kind of state where I'm kind of a rarity in the way I trade and what I do. But then I've chosen to become a trainer. I've chosen to create training, and I have a responsibility for doing that. I have a responsibility of not giving false hope around what I do. So I'm very cognizant of that. I don't know if other YouTubers or other people that have training have that attitude. I do. I don't know how else they could live with themselves if they don't. So I don't create bullshit out here. I don't create stuff that I don't share anything or do anything in the market that I don't believe. I don't create indicators that I don't think are helpful. I don't not trade my system. I don't believe that I'm the only one that can trade my system. That's part of the arrogance that I built, is that watching my nephew learn the system and seeing his potential, because I do believe he will get to the next level. I believe he has what it takes. It's going to take him time, but I believe he has what it takes. He's doing the right stuff. He's putting in the work. That added to my arrogance level a little bit, because I said, look, it's not just me. It's not just my skill. The system works. So I know I'm just kind of, this video, I thought it was only going to be 5 minutes once again, but I went off on this tangent of 15 minutes. Look, this is my raw thinking, my raw feeling. I'm not going to allow the market to take me out. I allowed it to punch me around, move me around a little bit. I did emotionally trade a little bit today. And beyond a doubt, what's the word I'm looking for? I have a few negative trading habits that I've been trying to squash. I knew were there, and it came to a head today, and it bit me. It bit me hard. So tomorrow will not be today. Tomorrow will not be another today. So I'm working overnight session, just some minor trading to kind of start picking away at that. If you're new to here, new to me, subscribe, join Discord. I'll be sharing my journey. I'll live stream as much of it as possible so that you can see it in real time of whether or not I am punishing the market. Next week I do get treatment, so obviously it will depend on how I feel and how treatment affects me as far as I never know how my cycles, sometimes I take my cycles really well, my treatment cycles. Sometimes it takes me down for a day or two, but then I just offset it with nutrition. We'll see how it goes. Subscribe down below if you want to see my raw thinking, my raw journal. You'll find that in Discord. Thanks for watching the video. Please leave a comment below, and let's live on to fight another day. So, I mean, this is. I mean, I have days. I guess I should mention, this day isn't like an outside of the norm for profit days that I have. So it's not it's not within the realm that I could make this back tomorrow, or outside of the realm. It's not outside the realm that I could make it back in 2 days. So I'm not even looking at it that from perspective. The way I'm looking at it is, okay, this is my opportunity to refocus and recenter and actually quash the negative habits that I've had. This is the wake-up call. If I don't listen to this and change, then I might as well just stop trading for a while and figure out how I solve it, because these are one of the things that have been plaguing my trading for the last year. So now it just caught up to me, and it was good that it was public. Actually, I'm kind of glad. Not glad. It's kind of okay that it was a stream, because also you can watch what happens when a trader gets punched, knocked down, and whether or not a trader has the ability to actually come back. So you'll be able to watch over the next week or so whether or not I have the ability to actually come back, whether or not I have the ability to actually break through these issues and actually get back to the level of excellence in trading that I'm used to. So here's the thing. If you're still watching this video and you're here, subscribe, like the video. If you're not part of Discord, join Discord. And I would really appreciate this. If anybody got to this point in the video, can you share with me in Discord that you got to this point in the video? Because I don't know. I really don't know if people actually watch to the end of my videos and actually, or maybe I should just create 3-minute videos and just focus on just 3-minute videos. So if I don't hear from anybody, then obviously I know no one listens to my full videos. So I'd love some feedback. Do you listen to this thing? Do you get to the end? And if you do, share it in Discord. And if you're an alpha member, I'll figure out a way to pay you back. If you're not an alpha member, I'll figure out a way to give you a DAP. So, hey, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and probably most likely in tomorrow's stream, or I'll be sharing my trading regardless tomorrow. All right, see you in the next video.